Yeah, I mean, again, our whole careers, our whole lives are based around spirits. You know, we're not saying they exist. We're out there to investigate them, to look for them, to try and find them. So and therefore, you know, we don't know what a spirit is. We don't know what a soul is. You know, I mean, I know someone was talking about like the mind. We don't know what the mind is. We can't picture the mind. And someone actually said quite cleverly, I wish it had been me, but they said that trying to look inside the brain to find the mind is like trying to take an engine apart to find speed.
Right.
That's good, isn't it?
You need everything together all to work for it to be. And I'm wondering whether that's with the spirit when it leaves, you know, the broken vessel of our bodies. That where does it go? I mean, could that be the spirit connected? That mind, that memory.
The spirit or the soul.
Is that what it is? Is a spirit just a memory of something that's gone, that is out there waiting to be picked up by someone else? And that's where people think.
And if that kind of theory or whatever thoughts are anywhere near to being a possibility, then there might be those kind of memories floating around from hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years ago that nobody's actually picked up upon at the moment until suddenly it gets in there and you go, I'm over to see you.
Are you?
Yeah.
That was quick. You just checked it and you went straight to be over to see you.
That's it.
Great.
Yeah.
So in fact, I could actually, if I go down to some prehistoric site, I could without warning, bop Yvette on top of the head with a big club and drag her into a cave somewhere to be my wife, even though she already is.
Is that how you did it to start with?
That's the only way I could do it. Well, let's face it, I ain't going to get a girl easy, am I? Do you know what I mean? it's got to be like that. It's got to be unconsciously or not at all. But yeah, I mean, let's move on from this kind of thing, because at the end of the day, I think we've worked out that the pastoral life regression is nuts. And I think that it's either hypnotism or not. And I think your point may have been better to be hypnotised. Yeah, it's that you know, getting the registration plate of something and to help the police out. And I would love to try and do that with a good hypnotist, to actually see if you could get back to that point and see what you saw. Because I think you get better from a hypnotist than you would one of these rather funny past life regressionists. But I think that time slips, I mean, we've done a lot of time slip experiments and it's still in the same genre, but do they work, or are we just planting information on ourselves to make it work?
Oh, that's the big question, isn't it?
That's probably exactly what we're doing, aren't we? That's probably exactly what we're doing.
Well, I know you threw that out. And,
to you.
To me.
To you.
To me, to you. Right. As I say, are we doing the experiments, planting those thoughts in your own heads, as it were, or are we picking up from actual past life thoughts? It's a difficult question to answer. It's going to be, you're going to find 50% of people on one side, 50% of people on the other side. But I would say that you're probably putting the thoughts in your own head.
Oh, sure.
But Sarah, do you think that some sort of time slip experiment, easy for me to say, would work? It works in a paranormal environment, such as if you are in a World War II hall where dancers used to be held and people have been seen there. Do you think by dressing up, by your whole team dressing up and almost being part of that era would help, or do you think it's just too...
Well, there have been reports that, for instance, there's a ghost walk that's quite local to where I live, and they've reported, because they all get dressed up in the costumes, that they've actually had phenomena take place because they're dressed up. And I did actually say no, that we hadn't tried it. We have tried it, but not in the costumes. We've tried by playing music.
Oh, right, yeah.
Did it in a dance hall, actually. And then we did it in the underground bunker. We played 50s music in there as well, through the tannoy systems throughout the building to start off, before the investigation took place. I can't say whether or not it would produce any results. It's difficult to say, but it's certainly an avenue that we wanted to go down and to try. It's like everything, we want to try different things to see if we can get results from it. With regards to time slips, the other explanation has been that it could be the surroundings, that the memories have sunk into the walls and there's a playback.
Yeah, the stone tape kind of theory again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Always comes down to that, doesn't it?
But do you think it helps, dressing up to do a time slip experiment?
I've never tried it personally, but if you're trying to, I mean, if you're trying to make contact with any spirits out there from that particular era that you're going to be trying the experiment based on, you probably might get I don't know. I don't think it'd work, to be honest. No.
Stuart, what do you think?
Well, well, doesn't that happen every weekend when people have fancy dress parties? People
dress
dress
necessarily
up.
in the right environment, though.
They might not. Well, they may be. They may not be. You know, but would we have not heard of that by now from other groups out there who have dressed up, say maybe in an old medieval hall or a castle where people have gone and, you know, in their old gowns and
that's
dressed up as Queen Elizabeth, you know. And
Tatton Park do a really great, and in summer they do these fantastic reenactments. They have these great sort of fairs, medieval fairs, and all this, and they got great. And you know that's the right era for that place. And you kind of thought, and a lot of people they dress up and they come and you can see jousts. You see, I mean, it's superb. I mean, I love going every year, and you kind of think, I wonder if why. I've not even thought of that, but surely that could happen if there, because these things are seen when nothing's there, so you'd think they'd be seen more when that's there, because that's probably similar to what it would have been like in its heyday.
if people reported anything.
The medieval.
Yeah, but then you've got to kind of look at the point of why would any spirit or ghost be more willing to show themselves just because you're dressed up as a person from there?
Well, because they may believe they're still in that.
Yeah, they're a familiar person or a
I
familiar.
know, but they have been seen without people dressing up.
Yeah, but do ghosts know the dead?
Would it be that point? Are you looking at the ones who may not know the dead? So they're trying to actually think, hang on, this is a great opportunity for me to get. But then again, this is.
It goes on and on and on. You're going into another topic now, then, aren't you?
You start thinking to yourself, I've got, why would they not show themselves when the normal day-to-day things are going on? Because just because someone's got a car, I'm not going to show them because they've got a car. I'm going to wait for them to be horse-drawn carriages before I come. Or maybe there's an energy thing that gathers when they're there because everyone is thinking of that, their mindset is that, and their minds are out there. And if your mind is an energy, that the spirit energy can latch onto that and maybe use that as a source of a conduit to show itself. But then again, there are so many these sort of things happening around the UK, especially throughout the summer. You'd think it would show themselves more.
Yeah,
but then again, do they not show themselves more? But because everyone's dressed up as less
you don't see them. Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to come back after the break. Please join us on this very, very scintillating show.